To my daughter's school this morning, and we did a bunch of mock interviews for the high school students to give them the practice of making eye contact, giving someone a resume, introducing themselves, talking about where they want to go in their lives, and just, being able to ask questions in kind of a little bit of a high pressure situation. And it really got me to thinking about doing mock interviews, not only for those types of situations, which are great, but also for real life interviews. And if that's something that you haven't done before, I would strongly recommend it just to give you the practice of saying your answers, thinking about what you're going to say, saying it in the most succinct way so that it doesn't come across as just you're running on and on and on without having a point. And it's something that you can do with a friend, something you can do with a family member. It's less important to have the right questions, much more important to have the questions asked of you and for you to come up with an answer on the spot. It really helps you to understand the perception that you're creating in those conversations, and are you coming across from a place of strength, excitement about the job, that you have the capability to do the job, that they can see good things about you and your enthusiasm. So ask someone in your family or a friend to help you with that, and I think you're going to get some really great feedback and give yourself time to practice. I attached an article in a blog I wrote today that gives you some practice questions, some things to think about during a mock interview. So I'll attach a link to that blog at the bottom of the video. But the other thing I wanted you to think about is when I talk about being succinct, I think it's sometimes a challenge for people to think about how to do that well. And so what I've used with some other people that I've done mock interviews with is think in terms of threes. So if you have an example of a situation that you went through, think about the three things that you could share with somebody about that would really get across to them the things that you want them to know about you, how you handled a situation, where you solved a problem, that you used strategy or plans to mitigate some risks that may have happened if you hadn't done that. It's really trying to think in easy ways for you to remember it, if nothing else. So jot down a list of examples that show the strengths that you want people to see about you or the things that you want them to know. And that should make it really easy for you to remember when you're in those situations that are a little more high pressure. If you've practiced it, you can remember the three things about, for example, leading a project or a program. What did you do that really helped you be efficient and productive and lead a team, to cross the finish line and get that project done on time and within budget? It's those types of things that I think make it really apparent for people that they would want to hire you, that they can see that you've thought through things, that you're prepared, that you've planned out your thinking in your head and are able to share that in a way that they can follow along with where you're going. So that's just one of my tips that I did not include in the article that I thought might be helpful to people as they're trying to come up with their scenarios that they want to share during an interview. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me some comments, and I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks.